Hello. Welcome back to Sisters of Leisure. I'm Tracey, one of the co-hosts, where we are living every day and seeking and understanding real events.
And I am Michelle. I am the little sister, and I'm ready to talk about life, love, all those good things, anything that is pertaining to aging gracefully and, just loving ourselves as we go through the motions of life.
Yes.
And so, I was thinking earlier today, I'm like, Tracy and Michelle, we just decided to start a podcast.
Mhm.
We've been here before. We
Yes,
we
we have.
and we're changing it up. We're switching it up a little bit. So I was just like, why now? Why should people?
Because go ahead. I
I said,
think why
why
now
should
is
people
because
listen to us? Why should people engage with us?
I believe because we are all growing. It's a
Mhm.
shift that has happened with our generation. And it's time to just embrace what we saw our parents were to what we are becoming.
Yeah.
So, and I just think that, why not?
Why?
Why not? There's nothing wrong with being transparent. There's nothing wrong with sharing your ups and downs, your highs and your lows. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because
Yeah.
we all going to experience that. It's inevitable. You can't avoid that.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, we people should listen and dial in because first off, we're literally walking through this phase. And why not walk through it publicly? Not necessarily publicly, but just walk through it and be able to share and people, correspond and, not feel that we're all alone in this journey, you know?
Right.
Because
Because it's like,
I'm feeling alone with my
yeah,
knees.
some trust me, you're not by yourself. And Megan Thee Stallion might have good knees right now, but she's going to get older, and her knees are not always going to feel her best. And they say collagen is something that is good to build up your joints, and that's
Yeah.
just and I haven't looked into, but that's something I'm definitely going to look into.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some collagen. I think that's a good idea because I started what I just made the decision to do. I'm like, well, I gotta just work out. I just gotta get moving, get your body moving, get your body moving, and then I find once I'm moving, but the part that I'm really moving is the
Mhm.
part that's really just like breaking the system all the way down.
Well, it's funny you say that because sometimes my knee go one way while I'm going the other way, and I'm just like, "What's wrong with you, knee? Why are you doing me like this?" But that's what happens when you get a little older. Your joints. When you come on, you were a baby at one point in time,
Yeah,
and you became a toddler, right? Then
yeah,
you
yeah,
became a little kid and then a teenager. I mean, you constantly are going to be growing, and you're
yeah,
constantly going to need other things to kind of keep your body, moving.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah. We are constantly like evolving, like, and so like just to spread some light on it. We are getting older, we are evolving, we are growing, because I am in a place in my days of where I care less anymore.
yeah,
That's I think that's a blessing to no longer give.
yeah. No, and that's a beautiful place to be. You know, it is a absolutely beautiful place to be. There's a young lady on social media that has a club. I believe it's called We Don't Care Club, and she's amazing. She is
Yeah.
so awesome because why should we care? What is the standard? Who are you? standardizing yourself against. I mean, come
Yeah.
on. I don't see myself wanting to be like, act like nobody.
Yeah.
You
That
know,
and
yeah,
yeah, that's a blessing. That is, I
yeah,
have to say, we're gonna have to look at the good and the bad, and that is actually a blessing to no
yeah.
longer really care. And you know what? It gets to the point of where I got to kind of watch out in that mindset
Mm-hmm.
because just like yesterday, we were at the gym going to see my son play basketball. I sat there and initially like, okay, Michelle, you don't want to go to this, basketball game hot and sweaty. You want to look, you want to, you about to go out and see people. Then I'm thinking, I want to sit in a sauna for an hour.
And you
I
have
want
that choice. Why not?
to, yeah, I want to sit in a sauna. I don't know if you can tell, I'm having a hot flash.
I can tell you're very shiny and glossy right now. You need a fan. I don't know where my fan at, but you need something.
I need a fan. But
Yeah.
yeah, so like I can kind of get caught up in this mindset of like, you know what? I can care less. I'm about to go to the gym. I'm gonna get all nasty and sweaty. I'm gonna sit in the sauna and I'm about to go to this boy's game. It's at the
Yes.
same place, same location, same bad time.
You don't
I'm
got
not
time to go
about to do
home.
anything.
You
You
don't
said
have
what?
time to go home, change your clothes, put on your fresh clothes to go. Just do
No.
what you have to do, not even worry about it, not care about anything. You know,
Yeah,
it's just a
exactly.
good feeling to just be your authentic self without having to put on airs. Because my grandmama, she used to always say put on airs, and I really didn't understand what she meant by that. But now
Mm-hmm.
I understand because some people just like to put on.
Yeah, yeah.
You
That
know, they
and that's
showboat, put on, act like this, act like what they really ain't, and all of that. And it's just not necessary.
not at all.
Mm-mm.
So okay. So just real quick. So let's get what you been up to this week? What you been doing? What's been going on?
Me, I'm a be. This is me. I have been resting. I have been putting in the intentional, necessary time to take some rest
Mm-hmm.
and not feel like I have to go and do and everything. It feels really, really good to just rest your body, your mind, just kind of take a chill, and it
Yeah.
feels good.
Yeah.
It feels good. It's kind of hard for me sometimes because
Yeah.
I'm so used to going, want to do this, that. And it be little things like just going to the Goodwill or something like that, or something.
Yeah.
But I have intentionally took time out to rest this week.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of myself.
That's as you should, because you
Yeah,
do go.
I know.
You stay on the road. You stay on the go. But see, the thing is you know what? I find that when I stay on the go, I spend a lot of money.
Unnecessarily, yeah.
And one thing that I've learned as I have aged, as I'm growing, is there's a thing about being a consumer. You know what I'm saying? You can consume, consume, consume. If I was to look to my left right now, look to my right now,
You might see
got a
stuff
lot
you
of
don't even need.
consumptions. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I find that I just had to chill. So I'm good for you on letting go taking some time for yourself.
yeah, yeah.
As for me,
Mm-hmm.
I have just decided to go inward and pay attention. Pay attention to, like, for instance, just a minute ago, I had a hot flash. I find that, certain environments, it happens more. But see, if I'm not paying attention to that, I'm just like, oh. So now I can kind of learn how to control it. When I get excited, I understand, okay, you're going to have a hot flash because you're excited.
Mm-hmm.
Just to understand my body more.
You're
And
elevated.
that is what I've been up to this week, is understanding where I am
Who
and
you
how I like to function, where I am in
are.
my functionings. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yes.
So I just love that. Very good.
Yeah.
Very
Oh,
good.
I'm just totally excited. In a good place, a good headspace, and I'm just learning how to really watch my words. Watch my words and the things that come out of my mouth. I'm really working hard at that. and not being a whiner, a complainer all the time. Just really trying to not speak those negative things that can really, direct your path.
Yeah, because you know what, however you slice it, dice it, whatever, words are spells. People say that. People say that. People are like, ooh, but it is. It's called spelling words. We did them for a reason, and they are. That is so important to speak certain things out of your mouth. Yeah. That is because I have been a witness to where words. You already know the story. I'm gonna tell it. I'm gonna tell it. There was a day where I have a 12-year-old son, and we were at the car wash, and I already knew the words are powerful. I knew this already, but I was whatever. It was a Saturday at the car wash, and we were at the car wash, and my son looks at me. He's like, "Have you ever got stuck in a car wash?" No, I've never got stuck in a car wash. And why are you even asking me that stupid question? No, I've never got stuck in a car wash. Into the car wash. I'm sure you all know what happened next.
You get stuck.
We're stuck in the car wash. I don't know what happened. I looked at him like, listen, you and your little friends.
Don't say that again.
Y'all need to chill. You know what I'm saying? Because we are stuck in the car wash.
He spoke it into existence.
He spoke it.
And you got stuck.
And we got stuck. And yeah. So yeah, but yeah, watching our words is so important because
I thought you were gonna share the other story though.
Which one, about the storm?
No, oh well, that storm. The other day it stormed so bad the whole house shook. Lightning almost took my sister and my nephew out because it hit right by the house.
It hit right.
But I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about where your shirt used to wear a white shirt and the neck.
And you know what? And let me just tell you this. And this is real. And it kind of like, and I know this to be true. If I have seen many women wear white shirts. And they talking and makeup is just like all over the shirt. And I, in my judgmental way, somehow seem to be like, she got makeup on her shirt. Young and not really knowing.
Yeah.
I think I had makeup on my shirt the other day when I went to work. I'm not walking around here with makeup on my shirt.
Yeah.
And so it's really important to kind of like watch those things, what we say, because you I'm talking about Susan over there with makeup on her shirt, and look who has makeup on her shirt.
Yeah. It's all about growth because to me, it's all about maturity and growth.
Yeah.
You really don't know who knows people.
Yeah.
Just watch your mouth.
Yeah. I had to learn that. That's maturing. Yeah. That's getting older. That's respecting others, and just respecting that. And not everybody's the same.
No, not at all. We are all fearfully and wonderfully made, but we're all different.
We are, and so
even twins, they're different too.
Yeah. I don't know where that come from like that. Maybe it was just the generation we're from that, I thought that everybody, had to kind of like be in uniform in our behaviors and how we walked about, like it was the same. Everything was.
I knew I was different when I became a bald person, a bald beauty. I knew. I was like, oh wow, I am different for real now. I can't hide.
Yeah.
I cannot hide at all.
At all.
I'm open. I'm wide open. Yeah. All of this.
Yeah.
Yeah. All of that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wow. So, Tracey, so what is one thing your body does now that that make you say, okay, we're aging a little bit.
I can I just be transparent? Sometimes I have a gassy stomach and it just happens out of nowhere. Like I'm not, it just happens. I'm like, oh my God, I was just saying hi, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's my stomach. I don't know. I
Yeah.
milk does not sit well with me.
Yeah.
I'm really still trying to figure out what kind of milk or cream to use because it just does not sit well with my body at all.
Yeah.
At all. But I'm funny about almond milk or stuff like that because I'm allergic to nuts.
Yeah.
So I don't want to eat that. I mean, drink that and just something happens to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta be
So,
careful with it.
yeah. And then my wrist have been acting funny, but I bought me today. I went to the Dollar Tree. I'm all proud. I got me a wristband and I got me some arthritis muscle cream.
Uh-huh.
And I put on there and I feel good. I felt it was feeling better.
You
I mean,
felt like it helped it?
yes, it felt
Yeah.
good. I massaged my hand, my
Yeah.
wrist. I just relaxed my body today.
Yeah.
I feel great.
Yeah.
I
And
feel great.
and not to scare anyone,
Mhm.
the young ones that are listening, not to scare, just to beware and to take things seriously. Be intentional with, moving forward.
Yeah, and if you have insurance, use
Yeah.
it. It's called maintenance. You could get self maintenance
Yeah.
when it comes to your body. Uh, go see your doctor. Go see your gynecologist. It's so important to just get your wellness checks and get your checkups.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah. It is. It is. It's important to maintain a healthy regimen of healthcare and wellness.
Yeah.
Holistically go and also go to your doctors. There's. I tell my kids, I'm like, they're your what is it when you're on an airplane?
The
Co-pilot.
co-pilot.
They're your
Yeah.
co-pilot. You the pilot because it's your body
Yeah.
and you know how your body works. And that's another thing. Understanding our bodies.
Yes.
We know how our bodies work. We live in it all day long.
Yes.
So yeah, so your doctor is your co-pilot. You're letting the doctor know what's going on, and
But you got to take the steps. You got to be intentional about the stuff that you do. Like if I'm having a problem with milk, there's no reason for me to keep drinking it.
yeah,
If I
yeah,
know it messes me up like that.
yeah.
Just
But
leave
milk,
that.
but that's a. Well, you know what? Let me not be ignorant. I was gonna say something.
Don't do that.
But I think it's important too sometimes. But I mean, listen, I have a lactose intolerance too, but I do like a scoop of ice cream every
Yeah.
now and again. And what comes out afterwards, sometimes I'm just like, well, I knew it, so
Yeah. Yeah.
uh, just a little gas.
Yeah. But I'm really looking forward to just talking. Me and my sister, we can really talk, We can really talk, and there's so much to talk about when it comes to just growing older gracefully, when it comes to your job. How do you feel about retirement? Are you close to it? How do you feel about the relationships you have with your friends? How do you
Mm.
feel about the relationship a significant other that that may see
Mm-hmm.
you or you see him? How are you doing with that? And your kids, it's a
Yeah.
lot of life layers to unpack, and it don't stop.
It don't. It never stops. And you know what? I I hate to be like, oh, I'm prepared for this. But in all actuality, I was a little unprepared because I thought it stopped. I thought there was a time and place where things just, you know,
Yeah.
and there's a learning halt.
No. You never there first of all, there is no book like about especially raising your kids. Let's just go all the way back there.
Yeah.
And then when they get grown, there's no book in how they have perceived you to be as their parent all those years up until their adulthood. You
Yeah.
come to find out so much about how they felt
Yeah. But you
about
can't.
who you are.
But you know what? It's funny because it can. You're gonna be the scapegoat for a minute. I think that changes. I think that changes too. You know what I'm saying? Just because how I looked at our parents.
Yeah. But I
You
think
know
that
what I'm
only
saying?
changes is when you put your foot down and not tolerate it.
Yeah.
Put your boundaries in place and not tolerate it. I
Yeah.
think when it changes, you see them in another light.
Yeah. I tell my kids, look, we're going through this together. You ain't never been 15, you ain't never been 12, and I ain't never been 51. Congratulations, we all here, but we are here right here at the
Yeah.
same time. We all experience this day today is
Yeah.
brand new to all of us.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So, we got to give each other grace and mercy, a whole lot of things that we do now because we are just arriving here at this point.
At this point in time.
At this point in time.
Yes.
Because it's important to not feel guilty.
Mm-mm.
No. It's
No.
important to not feel guilty
I've been
about.
telling my kids that a long time. I
You said
don't
what?
walk in guilt. I don't walk in shame. I've been telling them a long time that guilty, no, you can't trick me. Into feeling
Can't
guilty.
trick me into thinking that I was if I was so bad since you know how to do it so much better.
Yes.
Congratulations.
And then look, they have to experience the same thing.
Yeah. But I always feel like, you know what, there's certain things that I know that I probably would done different and better if I would have listened.
Yeah, and that's the thing. But but it's so funny because your kids they don't hear you. It's like even though you may have the right advice, they just cannot hear you. They rather go to somebody else that may tell them the same thing you said.
Mm-hmm.
But to hear your voice, it's like, no, I don't want to hear what you have to say. So I'm going to go to somebody else and get that same advice.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. I was the same way. I didn't want to listen.
I mean,
Just
either.
hard-headed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like
Very
I knew.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I knew. And it's so funny because now I see I really didn't know anything, and I still know that I don't know anything because there's so much.
I always thought I knew everything. You could tell me nothing.
Knew it all.
I knew it all.
Yeah.
I thought, but I was wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was so wrong.
Yeah, too. So, people always say, what do you tell your younger self? Tell yourself something that you could tell yourself, that you, what is something that you would tell yourself?
Don't measure yourself to anybody.
Do
not measure yourself up to no one. You're the great. You're beautiful.
Yeah.
You're handsome.
Yeah.
And know that and walk in that.
Yeah.
God didn't create nothing ugly.
No.
So you got to believe that and know that and speak that over your own self. Don't look for confirmation from anybody to tell you that you're beautiful or handsome. You should just know that and then act accordingly.
Yeah.
You can't be handsome and act like a booger bear.
Yeah.
Or be cute and act like a bookie wook. You know what I'm saying? You got to act like you got some sense. Act sense, because sometimes people look good on outside and so ugly on the inside, and that is not cute.
Well, I get that, but your version of being cute and my version of being cute and someone else's version of being cute and it's so different.
Yeah, yeah. But
It's
I'm talking
all
about that
so
inside though.
different.
I'm more talking about the inside. The outside could be what it is, And I don't know how your eyes look at what you look at, but I'm
Yeah.
talking about the inside. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh
You
yeah.
can't, yeah. That outside could be what it is, but that inside, if it's a ugly, then it's ugly,
Yeah.
because the way you act. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't be acting any old kind of way.
No.
Yeah, that's important. Yeah, you're right. But that's but I always say you have to embrace. I had to
Mm.
embrace um my hurricane inside, my tornado that twirls inside of me. I had to embrace her. I had to because she's there. She
Yeah.
she just
It's in all of it.
and so I had to learn to embrace her and
Mm-hmm.
embrace the sunshine, embrace the all those things, but also embrace the clouds and the rain and the storms, but
Mm-hmm.
embrace all of it because all of it lies within me, and so I have to
Yeah.
come up
But
with
I fed more of the booger bear.
oh,
Me.
but see, let me just tell
I
you,
used to
booger
give you
bear,
that.
there's a booger bear in all of us.
I know, but I'm saying I was to give it to you. You
Oh
say
yeah, oh
hi, I say rah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying. So I had to flip that thing. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Because I would just be a booger bear for no reason. And that tickles me. People are like, oh, you don't know. Yeah, because you didn't know me like that. I'm
Yeah,
just saying.
booger bear.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, booger bear will be yeah, booger bear, yeah. But listen, booger bear is still there.
Oh yeah.
But booger bear is can come out when she feels fit to come out, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how I look at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's if you feel fit. I'm looking down because I'm looking at my notes to see what
Mm-hmm.
what's next. So I'm like, I know you probably like, why she keep looking down? But,
No.
but I'm looking down and look at my notes.
No,
And
because I
so
said you're gonna read.
yeah, I am okay. And so I know next month we're gonna really be getting into love and relationships, and I'm really excited about that.
Because it's what that holiday everybody like they like the little hearts and going out to eat and they going with their man and they woman to the
Oh, what happened to you, Tracy?
see people just call me when they know they shouldn't. I will tell that person don't do that again.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, okay, okay. But
But
see, you know what? I'm gonna be real transparent.
right.
I have never experienced that. Even though I was a
Uh,
married woman,
uh-huh.
never experienced the balloons and the flower, all that stuff that you just finished saying. I'm thinking to myself like,
Yeah.
is that real?
Yeah, it was a real thing. It was a real thing, but I'm just saying it's a real thing. Yeah, you get the little Valentine or whatever, you get the flowers sent to your job and little gifts. It was a real thing, honey, but I'm just saying sometimes those things really don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying that was just for my own experience because
Yeah.
like I said, I used to be something that I
Oh
didn't
shoot!
like.
I see the timer, Tracy.
Okay, yes, I do too. Yes. So,
So, but okay. So here's the deal. So come back and see us on Sisters Leisure. Just
yeah,
know that we're here. We're gonna be doing a lot of conversating. Come
yeah,
see us, Sisters of Leisure. Send us a
yes,
message. Ask us a question.
yes, we love you. See you next week. Next week.
Bye.